Not a lot of people understand why real estate investors invest in real estate. It's like there's this confusion on like you do something with houses and you make money. Can I show you a little secret? Just imagine that this little guy was a real house worth $200,000. Imagine getting a $50,000 discount on it. When you buy it, this is $50,000 literally sitting in there. And the moment I sign my name on it, the money is mine. I can take it out of the house. I can flip it. I can rent it. I can do whatever I want. My net worth has already gone up. It's making me richer. And I love doing this every single day. But it only works if you know how to find these sweetheart deals. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you my 5 favorite strategies and all of the links, like literally exactly where I go to find the very best deals so you can do it too.
One shot, now the future before us, go!
All right, check it out. This is bound to be one of the more popular videos that I've ever made because I'm going to be dropping all the knowledge like it's hot. I'm going to be sharing 5 different ways for finding the very best deals in the game of real estate. And you know what? Let's get started right now. Let me show you all 5. Today, we're going to be talking about probate. Ooh, what's that? Talking about foreclosures, for sale by owners, direct selling, networking, and I'm not just gonna show you what they are, I'm gonna show you where I go to get them. Let's start with probate. People die. When people die, their stuff has to go somewhere. The legal process by which a deceased person's will is validated, their assets are managed, debts are settled, and property is distributed to beneficiaries. And sometimes there are no beneficiaries, and sometimes there are. That means someone died, they pass their house on, and sometimes whoever gets the house is like, I don't want it, and they become a don't wanter, meaning someone that says, I don't care if there's equity in this house, like I just want to get rid of this thing, and it's a great source for really good deals. All right, if you go to HUDhomeusa.org, you can monitor local probate court listings or estate sales to identify properties that may need to be sold quickly due to inheritances or estate settlements. There were almost 3,000 cases filed for probate in Utah alone in 2020. In 2014, Ohio published a court trend showing they had 85,000 probate filings. Many states have 2 or even 3 times that amount of filings. Based on this fragmented and preliminary data, it seems safe to say that there were over 3 million cases that pass through probate every single year. HUDhomeusa.org is where you go to basically discover probate in your area. All right, we're gonna talk now about foreclosures, and I'm gonna share with you 8 places that I go to find really good foreclosure deals. Foreclosure is the legal process by which a lender attempts to recover the amount owed on a defaulted loan by taking ownership of the mortgage property and selling it. Typically, default is triggered when a borrower misses a specific number of monthly payments, but it can also happen when the borrower fails to meet other terms in the mortgage document. Oftentimes, foreclosed homes result in a short sale from the owner by an auction. This gives you an opportunity to also get a great deal. Foreclosed homes almost always cost less than other homes in the area, or they're listed below market value. This is because they're priced by the lender who definitely wants to get them off the books. In other words, banks, they're in this game. It's called money. And they love real estate because it's very known collateral. But they are not in the game of real estate. So when they actually have a foreclosed piece of property on their books, it means that they can lend a lot less money. So they're like, ooh, how do I get rid of this home as fast as I possibly can? I gotta go find an investor. And you gotta ask yourself, where are the 8 places that you can go? Screenshot this one right here. You can go to rockethomes.com, HUD.gov, homepath.fanniemae.com. You can read the rest of these, just give it a quick screenshot. All of these are sources specifically for foreclosures in your area. And by the way, I've used just about every one of these to make a lot of money on a single house. Let's talk for sale by owner. This is someone that owns a home that says, I don't really want to hire an agent to sell my home for me. And often it's because they can do better than the agent, or it's because there's a problem with the house. Often houses dilapidate over time, right? Things get used, and before you know it, they're like, shoot, if I want to sell this house, I got to get it into good repair, and I might need $50,000 or $30,000 to fix it up, and there's only one problem. I don't got the money. And they kind of panic and they don't know what to do. And this is where an investor can come along and say, hey, I get it. You want to get rid of this thing, but you can't because you need to put money into it. Let me help you out. Let me give you an All cash offer. By the way, it doesn't have to be your cash. If it's a really good deal, someone's gonna put up the money. I'll freaking put up the money for you. If it's a really good deal, the money always shows up. For sale by owner, or FSBO, or we call it FSBO, indicates that a property is being offered for sale directly by the owner rather than through the services of a real estate agent or broker. Some sellers choose this option to avoid paying the real estate agent a commission on the sale, which by the way can be like 6%. So it's like, hey, it's a $200,000 home, 6%, boom, that's $12,000. But there are costs associated with for sale by owner sales, including paying the commission to the buyer's agent, which is still typically 2 or 3% of the offer price. Here's where I go to basically find and do these deals. ForSaleByOwner.com, FSBO.com, unrealestate.com, and then I'm gonna let you screenshot the rest of these. These marketplaces are where you can go to get really good deals on for sale by owners. And some of these owners are totally up in the night. They're like, hey, my house that really is worth 300, I'm gonna say is worth 350,000, and they will do that. But there'll be others that are like, well, my house is worth 300,000. I really don't know what it's worth. And because it has a lot of fix up, can I give it to you for $200,000? It's not that people are stupid, it's that people are just trying to walk from their problems. Like for example, can you imagine the amount of stress and headache there would be with coming up with all of the money that you would need for repairs if you didn't have the money? You're thinking, but Kris, they have equity in their home. Can't they go to the bank and get a home equity line of credit? Remember, their house is not in great condition. And if someone goes to their home or does an appraisal, they're gonna say, hey, this doesn't really meet criteria. You gotta fix this up before you can sell it, FHA or something like that. And they're in that catch-22 cycle of I just don't got the money. But the other thing is, even if they have the money, for them, it's like, I've lived in this place. It feels like it's gonna take months to have someone like redo the carpet and the paint. We gotta fix this and that. And it's like, do I wanna pour all of that energy into make something nice that I'm walking from? Emotionally, it's hard for some people. Logistically, it's a nightmare for others. There's always a reason why someone's willing to basically make real estate a good deal for you. And often it's just to walk away from the nightmare of either the money or the management game. Psst, check it out. I am sharing with you 5 ways of finding really good deals, but there is a link below, and at the end of this video, I'm gonna share with you my #1 way of finding the best deals. It's fully automatic. It's really, really cool. You're not gonna wanna miss it. All right, the 4th way is to do something called direct sales, and it's kind of what you're thinking. There's a homeowner with a house, and you are going to directly approach them. And it could be in person, it could be a phone call, a text, it could be an email. Check it out. In a cold call, the prospective customer typically knows nothing about your organization, your products or services. In a warm call, the customer really kind of has some previous contact with the company and has an idea. And just like it sounds, door knocking involves knocking on homeowners' doors to introduce yourself and tell them a bit about yourself and what you have to offer. An email marketing campaign includes a call to action, or a CTA, designed to move the reader of the email closer to a point of conversation, whether conversion means becoming a lead, becoming a customer, or becoming a repeat customer. Now, this gets a little bit technical, but I want you to look at this one. Telephonelists.biz, I want you to screenshot that, as well as for email marketing, constantcontact.com. These are tools that I use for basically acquiring lists, and then how I do automated messages, or I send out group emails. And basically, I want someone to respond to me if they're interested in a discount. Now, while this particular one is advanced, and I'm only giving you so much information, that link that I was referencing below this video, I have a fully automated system that basically buys the lists, emails the people, texts the people, and I've got experts calling the people looking for good deals until they just turn them over to you. So it's not like this is really hard work. It's not just hard work. There's smart work, or as Scrooge McDuck said when I was a kid growing up in DuckTales, he said, you got to work smarter, not harder. And for today, number 5, nothing is gonna replace good old networking. Like, go find people, go drive around and look at houses and network with realtors and ask who's got a good deal. Believe it or not, this actually works really, really well. Networking is a great way to connect with the real estate community and build relationships. Real estate networking can help agents gain valuable insights into their local market or create opportunities for themselves. With a networking plan to help you reach your goals, you can increase your connections to local real estate professionals, business leaders. And where do you meet up people? You can try meetup.com. You can search for like expos that are in your area specific for real estate vending and real estate investors. You can attend real estate conferences, real estate events. All of these things, there's a local RIA, for example, in like every city, there's multiple of them. These are real estate associations where people get together and someone says, I'm an investor, someone says I got cash, someone says I got a good deal, and everyone gets married and does a deal and then people make money, right? So this is a really great tried and true method. It does require a few more people skills than some of the other things that we've kind of shown, but you know what? Today, I've given you a host of 5 really awesome ways to find really good deals. And the only question that remains is, Kris, that's all great and dandy. Which one's your favorite for making the most money though? Thank goodness you and I grew up in an age of technology. That's how you're experiencing me right now. But that's also the way I like to experience real estate. If you're interested in automatic ways to find even better deals, check this out. If you want to access the best deals, I've developed a turnkey system, a software that will literally do probably about 90 to 95% of the work for you, which means that all of a sudden a full-time job of real estate investing just became like a super part-time job. And if you're interested in finding these really best deals, the kind of deals where it's just like, okay, Kris, on the low end, how much money are you making? Well, on a low end, I'm pulling in $20,000. But have we done deals where we're making over $100,000? Absolutely. Deals where we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so if you want to learn how to find deals with that kind of equity and that kind of profitability, click the link below, get with my team. You're going to definitely get some information in that link, and you're going to learn about the systems and the people that I've gathered and created that make this whole operation done for you turnkey. Anytime that you move, you have a chance to keep the first house and move to a second one. How do you live in your house, access that equity? Because if you bought real estate and have held it for 3 years or longer, you have equity. How do you access that equity for free and then go use it to buy more real estate so that you can make millions of dollars? If you're interested in that, click right here, watch this video.